Hold on.
I'll take this potato chip and eat it. Nobody here watched Death Note? Guess not.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Welcome back
Alright, yeah.
to the madness. You'll wish you had stayed off.
Yeah, maybe. My friend was in a super exciting part of Mass Effect 2, talking to all those people on the Citadel.
Mass Effect 2. That's the one with the not bad.
That's the one that's what?
It's not Mass Effect 3, is what I'm saying.
Ah. Mass Effect 3 wasn't bad, though. The ending was kind of meh.
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 Meh, meh. Meh.
So, this is new. We have a girl on the podcast that isn't Steph, which is pretty groundbreaking for the show. In fact, I think it's the first time it's ever happened. So, congratulations on that.
Cool. Thanks. I'm happy to be here. It'll be super fun. I hope that I can amount to at least Steph's level.
Well, that's doubtful, but you can always try, you know.
That's true. I'll give it my best shot, guys.
I'm sure you'll do
Awkward
fine.
silence.
I'm already failing. Look at that. Hasn't even been 2 minutes.
So, what is this Canada Games thing? Apparently they have games in Canada. I did not know this, but you brought it to my attention, so here's your podium.
Here's my podium. Okay, so the Canadian Video Game Awards took place on this last Saturday, so almost a week ago. And, you know, Super Brothers and Deus Ex were basically cleaning house. Together they won over half of the awards at the Canadian Video Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
But neither of them won Game of the Year. FIFA Soccer 2012 won Game of the Year.
Really?
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 That blows my mind on so many levels. I mean, the UK, I could maybe see it. Spain, I could maybe see it. But Canada? Canada? Isn't it supposed to be like hockey or something?
Well, NHL won top selling game, which is really unsurprising.
That is unsurprising.
But yeah, it was awful. And it's just silly because, you know, FIFA was nominated for Best Technology, and it lost in Best Technology.
Huh.
And it's like, well, I'm not playing FIFA, you know, for the thrilling story or the sound of vuvuzelas. I'm playing for the technology, usually, or the game design. Wasn't even nominated for game design.
Well, anything's better than the Spike Game Awards. I don't know if you Canadians know about that, but they're pretty bad.
I haven't seen those. Did they happen already?
Yeah, they happened a couple months ago, didn't they?
Last year.
So bad.
Who won that?
I don't know, a bunch of dude bro games, and, you know. Halo, Mass Effect, Assassin's Creed,
It's the
Arkham
exclusives
City.
to watch for that.
Yeah.
Oh, but those are good games, at least. You know, they have some substance.
Maybe.
A little better than FIFA? A little better?
Well,
No?
FIFA, it's kind of been like this constant cycle of making the perfect, what is it, soccer game. Um, I'm unfamiliar with sports games. If you couldn't,
All in other countries.
yes.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Game of the Year, I don't know, I always feel like it's supposed to be like a really unique experience that
Mm.
maybe, people haven't seen before in video games. I'm not saying that it has to be the most innovative thing out there, but FIFA happens every year.
That's true.
Like, what improvements did you make?
Well, did you play the game? You can't put it down without playing it. I mean, I do it all the time. That's because, you know, it's what I do.
Alright, no, I didn't play it, but I looked at some reviews. It's actually getting really high scores, like everywhere, which doesn't really mean much anymore, but
Yeah.
apparently they revolutionized the defense system, so that's cool, I guess. But then why didn't it then win best technology,
Maybe that's best graphics, or is that separate?
I don't know. What did win? I don't even know. Oh, it lost out best technology to a fitness game.
Well, did it
I don't
come with
remember
like a pedometer or something? Like
which one?
the fitness game?
I have it right here. It's Your Shape Fitness Evolve 2012. Beat out FIFA for best technology. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you Canadians. Canada, eh? So, anyways, now that we've covered that Canada stuff, Tabby, what's been going on with you? You kind of like dropped off the face of the earth for like a year, and then
Oh,
you came
God.
back. It was like the second coming, but for Daystar.
I feel like this is super narcissistic. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Not much. I got my G Forum shirt today. That was really exciting.
I saw that.
Yeah. I love red too. You were so cool for giving us color options. So, finishing out my college degree, writing for Respawn Reload,
Yay.
trying not to die, playing lots of video games, that stuff.
Trying not to die. That's an
Not to die.
admirable goal. I have to say
That's a
it's like
requirement.
5th on my priorities right now, but I think it should be more important.
Yeah, it's usually one of my top 5 things on my to-do list for the day. I like to check it off at the end. See how I do the next day. So yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, obsessing over Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Just quickly becoming my favorite video game, which is why I was so bitter about the Canadian Video Game Awards, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's my life. How are you guys?
We're good. I'm good. Stealth, are you
Writing and
good?
playing.
Stealth.
Yes, trudging along.
These podcasts always have to have a minimum quota of awkward silences, or else.
I really like the awkward silences, actually. They make me feel like I'm truly appreciating my nerdhood with you all. Fantastic. Like, I feel like I'm just talking with my friends. Not that you aren't my friends, just, Some of you are little question mark boxes.
We're not friends on Skype, you mean? Is that what you meant?
Sure, that one.
Well, we are, but you're not friends with the others.
Nope. I'm the outcast.
Those other two.
Because I'm not Steph.
Over there.
That's why.
That's my picture.
So, I think this is definitely the first podcast in a while. The first one, lots happened since the last one. We went to PAX. Steph and I went to PAX. She went with the Royal Flush Magazine gang. I went as representative G Forum extraordinaire, although she did wear a shirt on one of the days. Then the shirt started going out. I revealed the new G Forum Epic, which I'm really excited about.
Very exciting.
Yes. It's like, I don't know. It's really get to really work creatively. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a stress reliever, I guess. Um, but it's also it's a very complicated production actually. You wouldn't think so, but there's the concept art, and then I'm writing the scripts, and then I just recently spoke with this guy who's gonna make 5 tracks of electronic music for the score.
Wow.
Um, so
That
yeah,
does sound epic. What a very apropos title.
yes. Well, uh, it's kind of. I mean, writing it. I mean, I have all these ideas, and it's like, oh, every episode's gonna be like 15 minutes or whatever. But each episode's gonna be really short, and I'm just really worried that people are gonna be like, this episode was way too short. But
Like how short?
they'll probably be around 5 minutes each.
Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of ground to cover, and um, the more, the longer each episode is, the more I have to pay for animation.
Right.
So I'm trying to keep it lean, which should help the story, really. I mean, I have to keep every scene has to have a purpose. I can't have like any fluff or anything, which is kind of helpful.
You've been working on this since like the good old G4 days, right?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
I
that's
have. And you know what? I'm gonna post something maybe today or tomorrow. If any of you remember X-Playman,
yeah.
Yeah.
he was
I
great.
do.
He did like this mock interview with me about like right after I had first shown it, and I was rereading it the other day, and a lot of what I said is still true. Like a lot of the story is still similar. Some things are different, but yeah. Um, from your guys' perspective, very little will seem to have changed because I didn't show a lot, but a lot has changed. Like just in the last month putting this all together, I've gotten so many ideas to make it better. I mean, it's really focusing right now.
Well, that happens a lot on creative projects, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna drop a bomb or anything, but you'll be changing it for a while until it's finished, and even when you finish it, you'll probably look back and think of something else you could have done.
Yep. Um,
That's awesome, you know?
yeah.
It's half the fun right there.
I am thankful that it's taken this long. I mean, do I wish it could have come out earlier? Yes. Am I happy with all the extra time? Also, yes.
Don't be shy, Andrew. This is just your way of making us really want it by holding it out from us. You're worse than Valve.
You may regret those words because I was thinking of holding back on releasing any of the episodes until all of them were complete, and then like airing them one week after another, or releasing them one week after another, just like an actual TV show.
Well,
At least it'll actually be released.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, but then you might run into the problem where have any of you heard of Legendary Lilypad? It was like a big site a long time ago.
Yeah, Legendary Frog.
Yeah, that one. Like they did all these like awesome Flash animation videos,
Mhm.
and they were doing a really cool one with Resident Evil. It was on Code Veronica.
Yeah, I remember that. It never came out or whatever.
But they never finished it, you know. So
Yes.
at least you'll run into that.
Well, if
Maybe.
if my animator ever kind of bails on me, I can always choose another one.
There you go.
That's a good thing about this. Of course, that wouldn't be good because then, the animation styles wouldn't be consistent. But this path is fraught with peril, I have to say. So, anyways, that's kind of my random self-congratulating diversion.
That's excellent. Well done.
I wish I could show so much more, but I gotta keep it all
Secret.
locked. Yes.
There you go.
Alright, what else do we want to talk about? Video games? Anything else happening in video games? I don't know. Video games kind of boring.
Play Journey.
Yeah, Journey's cool. Your review of it is also cool.
So good.
Anyone
Looks
else
like a
play?
great
good.
game. It's a game that on the PS3 only.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for PS3 owners, I guess. Finally getting exclusive, you know.
Well, they
With
made
something.
a couple other PS3 exclusives, didn't they?
Uh,
Flower,
Uncharted,
Flow.
Metal Gear Solid 4,
None that I want to play.
Ratchet and
I
Clank,
thought. Oh, yeah, there's that.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Not
that
so much.
HD.
I didn't like that game. I'll go ahead and be a heretic. I did not like Shadow of the Colossus.
Blasphemy. I haven't
It
played
controlled
it either.
like a drunk cow trying to tap dance. Seriously, that
Yeah, that
stupid horse,
Yeah, that horse was finicky.
Arog or whatever his name was. I just don't know. I didn't like it.
Agron, I think. Right?
Then he held his sword up in the air like it was a flashlight. Your sword's not a flashlight, it's a sword. I just didn't like it.
Although Agron's a Pokemon.
It's when you bring down the Colossus and you feel really good about yourself because you beat something that's like 1,000 times smaller, bigger than you.
That's
What about Ico or
I have not playing that.
whatever that
I haven't
is?
played it either.
I'm a little. It's one of those escort games, and I'm like a little.
Hmm.
I'm Resident Evil 4 is the only one that did it right.
But see, that's a great escort game because you can make Ashley hide in a dumpster.
Yes.
Yeah,
Worth
and you
it.
have to, in an Eco, you have to hold her hand the entire time.
Oh, gosh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What do you guys, speaking of Resident Evil 4, what do you guys think of Zui? Is that how you pronounce it?
Zwei.
Zwei? Okay.
Or the
The
Shinji Mikami one.
German
Yeah.
word for two.
Shinji
I'm
Mikami.
really excited for that.
Yes, I think I posted the thread, and I think the thread title was Game of the Forever. So I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much my thoughts on the subject.
I mean, they've only released, what, concept art so
Yeah.
far? So,
And a quote, like a single quote. I'm gonna focus on making it pure survival horror, and that's like, oh my gosh, more hype than
right.
any E3 trailer from last year.
Yeah, hopefully it will actually be survival horror. Because, that was my biggest gripe with Resident Evil 4, is it was really the first in the series to kind of pull away from being survival horror. And I never really forgave it for that.
It's creepy.
It is really creepy.
Or?
It makes me nervous sometimes.
I mean, the first time
Yeah.
going through it when you don't know anything, like the graveyard,
Yeah.
the castle.
Okay, but you could say that the third level of Gears of War was creepy, but Gears of War isn't a survival horror game.
It also has like a sense of foreboding. Like,
When you first played the game, did you upgrade your health?
Yeah, because that was in the game mechanics.
I didn't know that, and I beat the game with that little health in the beginning of the game
Mm-hmm.
for the first time, and it made the game a hell of a lot more scarier.
what
Really?
made the
Yeah.
game scarier for me was the regenerators, I think they're called.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Um,
Yeah.
They're like
Okay,
the
those-
scariest
those
thing
are-
in the game, except for like the Iron Maidens, but they're just like a scarier regenerator.
They were creepy, yeah, but
What
I
you're
just
supposed-
I couldn't.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get like a heat vision thing so that you can like kill the worms inside of them, which actually kills them. Otherwise, you can't kill them. But I totally missed that heat-seeking whatever. So I had to like knife them, and yeah, going through the
You
game, knifing regenerators isn't great. I don't know how I got through the Iron Maidens. I must have just like ran by them or something.
I don't know how you missed the heat sensor.
I don't know how I did either, but I
That was
completely
obvious.
missed it.
I never
like-
was scared of the game.
The next time y'all decide to play it or something, play it without upgrading your health.
So
The
you think
first
that
time-
it's scary just because you
Yeah,
didn't
'cause-
have health?
Because you have very little health.
Okay, so if you go through Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with 3 hearts, does that become survival horror?
Kinda.
Come on, guys, laugh. That's funny.
It makes it harder. Because it took me
Okay.
about 33 hours to beat it the first time.
Yeah, that makes it harder, but it doesn't make it necessarily scary. You're scared because you're gonna get a game over, not necessarily because of the atmosphere. But I do think it has really good horror atmosphere. I will defend that. Except for the last part of the game where you're on that, like,
I played the a
island.
few months ago. I played 2 and 3 over,
Uh-huh.
and it was still good,
Mhm.
but it wasn't as scary except for the spiders. I don't like spiders.
Yeah, see, what people seem to miss is that the old Resident Evils also definitely had an action component. I mean,
Yeah.
you're running by shooting and knifing people.
They did.
You have to manage things a little better. Things are a little more scarce, but they still grade you at the end, you know, timing, score, that kind of thing. So it's
Sure.
still very much the same thing, in my opinion.
Right. I'm not like, I don't know. Resident Evil 4 just didn't speak, survival horror to me. And I'm not saying that Resident Evil is even my favorite survival horror. I think, have any of you played Amnesia?
No.
But I
No.
want to.
Okay, see that is the quintessential survival horror, I
Wait.
think, anyway.
I think I played a demo for that. It's on my to-do list. But
Fatal Frame, also.
yes.
Yeah. Logical survival horrors.
Although Fatal Frame is kind of, I don't know if you know about the 3DS spin-off Spirit Camera.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about that.
I wrote about it.
It's creepy, but it's not really survival horror-y, and it's really short, apparently. I still want to get it, though, whenever I get my 3DS. I'm going through Silent Hill 2 on my computer. Screw the HD collection. I got the real HD version right here.
Wow.
I got some kind of like HD patch. So not only do I get HD, but I also got, all the fog and all the old voices and sound effects and none of the glitchy horribleness that apparently the HD collection has. But yeah, I've been going through that since G-Form streams of last year. I still have to beat it.
Nice. Is that your favorite Silent Hill? I know that people get really defensive about their Silent Hill games.
It's my first time playing it. The only other Silent Hill I've played is Shattered Memories, which is also a really good game. Well, game in quotation marks.
Like a few months ago, I was really in a survival horror phase. I bought Resident Evil 2, 3, and I bought the original Silent Hill.
Mhm.
Silent Hill is like the original
Mhm.
is fucking creepy. It's really good.
It's probably the graphics that do it, because games
Yeah.
from that era, like even Mario 64, if you go into like a glitched room of Mario 64, it's freaking creepy. Something about the low poly graphics. I don't know.
And then you have to deal with the sound, the
Yeah.
music, and it even today it's still effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the original Silent Hill was very creepy as well, and I only first played it in 2008.
It took me. Hold on.
Is that game on PC?
99,
Silent Hill 1?
2012. It only took me 13 years to finally beat it.
A lot of years.
Yeah. Fucking last puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzles in 2 are pretty brain picky. I think I'm set on medium or something. It's pretty cool that you can change the level of puzzle difficulty by changing the
Oh, that's
difficulty
interesting.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. And 1.
Something they beefed up for the sequel then.
Have any of you played Alan Wake? I thought that was
Alan
pretty
Wake, oh my god.
That's Stealth's
I still
Yeah.
have the
favorite
collector's
game.
edition.
Sounds like an ocean. Anybody else hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is that? Someone playing a video?
I don't think so.
I think
Six.
someone's trying to set the
That's
mood.
you.
Interesting.
What is that?
Well, we've gone under the sea now, so that's cool.
Right. You know what I was reminded was really creepy today? The sharks in Crisis.
What?
The sharks in Crisis. Like,
I
I saw
haven't
this
played
video,
Crisis.
and this guy's like swimming in ultra realistic water, and he just swims farther and farther out, and it's like dark, the abyss, and then this freaking shark kind of, you can see it in the distance, and then it keeps coming closer and closer, and then BAM! Chomps him in half.
Oh, that was beautiful timing there, Andrew.
Yes, well,
That was phenomenal.
I have to work on my storytelling skills, obviously.
You know, I honestly think that sound was just the buildup of your story.
Well, whatever it is, it wasn't me.
Okay, well, props. You should take credit for it. It's fine. Do you guys remember the sharks in KOTOR? Have you played that?
Nope.
KOTOR. There's
KOTOR.
sharks in KOTOR?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the Old Republic?
When you go to Manan, I think is what the planet's called, and you have to go into the ocean to do something something that
Oh, yeah. I
There
don't
was-
remember there being sharks, but I remember that part.
I don't know if they were sharks. They were, some Star Wars creature based off of sharks, but still, those were creepy. So I can relate with the whole shark scaring thing, although I never played Crisis.
Yeah, me neither. I just watched YouTube videos, and it's pretty creepy.
They
Yeah.
officially announced Rayman Legends.
Well, it leaked, and they were forced to announce it.
Yeah.
Looks great, though.
Looks awesome.
And of course, Chad had to rain on everybody's parade and say he's getting it for whatever the hell system he said. But he's not bringing me down. Looks great.
You two are so cute when you bicker on Twitter. That's just adorable.
He makes me so mad sometimes.
He jumps you whenever you send out a tweet about your little phone. He's just all over that.
And I jump on him.
And
It's-
that's why I think it's cute.
It's really crazy.
It's a really
like-
adorable couple.
Sometimes I'm like, you're an idiot. And then other times I'm like, why am I even friends with you? We need to get him on the podcast more. I think if we were able to talk more often, he'd be more like a real person instead of some random internet troll.
Maybe. No, my favorite foreign person was definitely Seventh Seal, and he disappeared.
He posted a couple times on G Forum.
Did he?
Recently, too, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But yeah, he's one of those posters like W2D2 that posts once or twice and then disappears for a couple months. Like someone else I know.
So anyway, speaking of people leaving G4, Adam Sessler.
Oh yeah.
That was surprising.
That
Oh my
really-
god.
Yeah, Steph and I were able to see him like at one of his last public, G4 things. It's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Um,
He's got to be going on to bigger and better things, though.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
G4 is going to be pretty lost without him, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
even more lost.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, I thought he would have left like years ago. I mean, like when they first started, replacing all the gaming shows with like cheaters and whatnot, and that was like 2008, 2009.
Right.
That was 2007.
Right, yeah.
Kevin Pereira, though, got on Reddit
Uh-huh.
for the IMA, and he said that G4 was going to start getting rid of those types of shows.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his opinion. Not saying that's the end-all, be-all.
Hmm.
What would
And they're gonna
G4
get
be?
rid of.
What?
Nope.
What would?
You go.
Oh, what? Never mind. I lost my train of thought.
Hold on.
The ocean is back.
Yeah, I think that's 6. Let me see if. I think we're picking up some ambient noise from you, Six. Buy a better mic. Someone driving?
Somebody should record this and use it as ambient sound.
I can always, hold on, I'm gonna get some background music.
Cthulhu has awakened.
Da-da-da-da-da. Here we go.
Somebody should tell another story. Like Andrew Shark's story.
What is this, like? G-Forms, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, right?
Oh, speaking of, like, old
You know, I was
childhood...
playing I Am Alive.
What's that?
I was playing I Am Alive last night. And, you know, I'm up on campus. And I was staring at, because I thought I saw a monster, because I haven't seen any monsters in the game. I didn't think there were any. And then I went down into the dust. You know, there's basically in the game you can go beneath, or basically to the ground level of the city, and there's dust, and it's harmful. And in it, I saw this thing that looked like a monster, and I was like looking at it, and I was just like, I think that's a monster and not a human. And then all of the power went out all across campus, and I'm such a coward, and I was screaming in the middle of my living room, and no one was home except me. I ran upstairs. I got I was just so scared. It was awful. Fire alarm started going off because there was no electricity. I was trying to find my phone. I
What?
tripped on the stairs.
Fire alarms go off if there's no electricity.
Seriously,
That
they
makes
went
sense.
off dining hall, and they went off in the office where I work.
Huh.
It was very exciting because they were loud, and they make these flashing lights.
Right.
And some people thought it would be really funny to have a strobe dance, while my friend and I tried to disarm the alarms. And it was just awesome. The life of an RA.
That was weird. It was my stereo mix for some reason.
Yeah, stereo mix can
Okay.
do that sometimes.
So you
dude,
didn't
love a
like
green
Iron
bag.
Man, right?
I played the demo, and there's this one section where you get these two guys, and you can't like do anything except to kill them, and then suddenly these two other guys comes out, and I try to think of all the ways that I could like avoid them. I have them up. I try to push them down. But when I like turn around, they come attack me, and I die within like 2 hits.
Okay.
Probably just playing wrong.
Yeah, you just shoot them. You shoot one and then you stab the other one.
Wait, is this I Am Alive
Well,
still?
I had no ammo.
Yeah, this is I Am Alive.
I can't believe that game actually came out.
It came out for the Xbox in March, and PlayStation 3 most recently, in April something.
It was like vaporware, and I heard there were like 2 completely different versions of it developed.
Really?
What's with the music?
Oh, I told you I was going to put on some background music to cover up the ambient sound, but the ambient sound went away. But I still put on the music. I love this song. Free imaginary
Sounds like my
donut
teenage girl band.
to anyone who can guess what game this song is from.
Barbie's Horse Adventures.
Nope.
Overkill?
Yep.
Is it a Nintendo game?
Oh,
Stealth got it.
That's
It's from House of the Dead, Overkill.
I'm good.
Really?
Yes.
That's from House of the Dead?
Yes. The best House of the Dead.
You could have fooled me.
Well, it has a carnival level. And this is what plays during the carnival level.
Hmm.
You can really jam out to this song,
You know, I was playing Super Brothers. That has great music.
Super Brothers?
Super Brothers. It's a sword and sorcery EP. That game
Oh.
has great music.
Ah.
Is that more House of the Dead?
Yep. I didn't even know how to just guessed.
Sounds so charming.
Anyways, what else do we got to talk about? There has to be something else. We could talk about how Nintendo is doing some digital stuff that seems pretty cool, and how Chad's raining on that parade too. Seems kind of.
Finally got a PlayStation Plus.
You got PlayStation Plus?
Yeah, I just got one like last week.
You mean the subscription service?
Yeah, like a 3-month one.
Ah, okay.
Andrew,
There's a rumor.
music.
There's a rumor?
Yeah, there's a rumor that the Wii U's going to get an Android OS.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't hear about that, and I am very, very doubtful that it is true. I mean, if for no other reason than Google is really... Oh, the song's over. Google really likes Sony. Sony's one of their key partners. So I doubt they'd use Android, especially it's Nintendo, you know? Don't expect crazy things like that from Nintendo. I'll be interested to know what the silence is really annoying.
Yeah, we lost your train of thought.
What kind of interface the next Sony console uses, because I think it's a given that the next Xbox is going to use Metro or whatever. But I wonder if they'll go with like a bubble, like the Vita in the PS4, or go back to the XMB, which is better for, you know, controllers and not touch screens. It'll be interesting.
Still have long way.
Not for the Wii U, coming out this year. It's kind
I
of
have a feeling it's gonna come out early next year.
what, the Wii U?
Yeah.
Nah, they won't delay it.
No.
Well, Nintendo said that there's going to be no release date at E3.
Well, there's no release date at E3 2006 for the Wii. I mean, they had a... I remember this because it was the day before my birthday. They had it on September 15th, this event that they told the Wii's price and date. And you can pretty much guess what it's going to be. I mean, just following history, I mean, it's going to be something like November 18th or 19th or 20th. One of those. That's on a Sunday. Hold on, November 18th. I'm going to bet that that's when it's going to launch. What should I bet? Someone recommend something for me to bet.
Nothing.
Your house.
I don't have a house.
How about music that doesn't sound like 70s porn, like that last one did?
That was the point.
You know, well, it was totally groovy, but threw me off my jive.
Overkill is like
It sounded like Earthworm Jim music.
it was like
Yeah, I seriously couldn't believe that was from House of the Dead.
Overkill is very different from the other House of the Dead games. It's like a grindhouse parody kind of thing. You should really play it. They released the uncut edition for PS3 and Move.
Yeah, I don't have Move.
Well, you should get it because Overkill Extended Cut is the biggest reason I would get a PS3.
What's the other reason?
House of the Dead 4 on PSN.
I kind of forgot that Move existed, honestly.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been anything like big released for it lately, so
Yeah. Although,
like I was actually surprised to see that the Kinect is still, gaining attention. It just blows my mind.
well, do we want attention like the Kinect has for the PlayStation Move? I mean, stuff like Star Wars Kinect.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
No.
another song I can put in the background.
They have Fruit Ninja Connect. I mean, really. Fruit Ninja Connect.
Dancing Han Solos.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm putting it on right now.
Just Dance is actually almost as much fun on the Wii as it is on the Kinect.
Almost as much?
No,
What are you saying?
I would know that because I'm totally not that much of a dork. I'm just kidding. I'm totally a dork. I love Just Dance. It's a great game. Cricket.
And
Cricket.
they released the Walking Dead game.
By Telltale, right? Telltale Games?
Yep.
I heard bad things about the
Yeah, I
Star Wars
downloaded the
game.
demo. You're the only one.
Appar-
Huh?
Apparently you can't play it inverted on the console.
What?
According to Elias Topexis. You can't play inverted, so if you want to invert the y-axis,
Oh,
For what?
you
Walking
can't do
Dead?
it. For the console, for the 360, I'd bet. I don't actually. No, I follow Elias Topexis on Twitter, and he mentioned it, and I thought it was really funny because I play with an inverted y-axis, so it would basically be impossible for me to play that game from the sound of it. Yep.
yeah. I've been thinking about buying it, but there's this nagging feeling that something will be on sale. Play it and review it.
So you guys are on this Respawn Reload thing. What is that site? I mean, is it
Thanks
like
to Jesse, yeah.
it's a really new site, from what I can understand, right?
Yeah.
It came out in November, right? So
Yeah, so October, November, somewhere around there.
And you guys are like official staff, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't know why they gave me that power. It was a bad decision on
I
my
don't
part.
think
I
they
snuck in.
knew what they. I don't think they knew what they were getting into when they got me.
well, you put out a lot. You put out a lot of content that's pretty well written, and you do it pretty regularly too, which is probably surprises them.
Yeah, I've got like several ideas for next week. I got Walking Dead review coming up. Download that later. Awesome Knots is gonna be free when it comes out for PlayStation Plus users. And Dragon's Dogma preview. I played the demo for that. And I'm thinking about writing something about the lost cause of selling consoles.
The lost cause of selling
Like, 'cause, you know-
consoles?
No, like Sony and Microsoft, they lose money whenever a console gets sold. And you get this new Nintendo thing that happened, how they lost some money.
Yeah.
Might work on that.
Although, the yen seems to be weakening, which is good for Sony and Nintendo's profits because even though I think their revenue was up in like 2010, 2011, they got absolutely hammered on like exchange fees.
Yeah.
Like the yen was so strong and the dollar was so weak. I mean, I don't even comprehend how any of that stuff works, but they lost like millions of dollars just because of the exchange rate. I mean, that kind of blew my mind.
It might happen. I doubt it, but it might happen. I don't know.
But Nintendo
If
said
not-
that they expect the 3DS to be breaking even sometime before September or August. I think September, which is good. Which may tip their hands for a potential redesign. That's one way they could easily make sure it's making a profit is to put out a completely different model for it. But who knows?
We got the Wii U, so that'll be fine.
Yeah. Although it'll be interesting to see what they price that at.
I won't know till TGS.
Yeah, probably around there. I wonder if Dragon Quest X Online is supposed to come out for Wii in Japan in August, I wonder if they're prepping the Wii U version to be a launch game. Probably wouldn't be in the West, but I wonder if they're planning to lead off with that in Japan. It would be a pretty bold move, actually.
Um,
Um,
Was that a cricket chirping?
Might have been my keyboard. I think we can do one more topic. This is pretty nice. I actually don't usually keep things within the time limit. Well, there isn't really a time limit. I just like things to be like an hour. I kind of feel like that's the optimal podcast listening time.
I agree. It's very fashionable.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not that long.
Okay, so
How
how about
Not like that 3-hour video.
the last breaking news? Sony is cloning Smash Brothers.
Ah, God, that's fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. Was it? You knew it was coming,
Uh-huh.
cause
There's leaks.
yeah. But when I saw it, I was like, no, fuck, no, fucking no.
I mean,
But
You know what?
But why
would
no?
rather- It just looks so dumb. I was kind of hoping it would be like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you know? No, it's not serious,
Mhm.
but it's not too serious. But it's
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, Sakurai, for some reason, just really hit the right atmosphere so that it didn't seem weird that, Snake was, choke sleeping, Ness or something. But it's pretty freaking weird to see Kratos,
Yeah.
matched up against Parappa. I mean,
Yeah. It's like
that's
one thing
really
I think
weird.
I posted was that it has none of the charm of the Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, I think it'll get better, look better before it comes
Oh.
out.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a game mechanic in it that I think is pretty funny.
what's that?
Basically, you can only kill the other characters by using a super attack on them.
Yeah, I heard
Oh.
about that. And that's
But
dumb.
don't they have like health bars? I thought I saw they had health
Yeah.
bars.
They weren't health bars; they were super bars.
Because to me,
Super
the best part and most defining aspect of Smash Brothers is that, aside from the four-player, fighting, is you have these percentages and you have to knock people out of the screen.
Yeah.
And that's really fun and satisfying. I
Do you
guess
think, though,
the
that-
supers could work.
I mean, you can look at this new, Sony quote-unquote Smash Bros. Ripoff as its own thing. I mean, you don't necessarily have to take it as trying to rip off something else. I mean, if you
Yeah.
look at it as an entirely new game, then maybe it's actually kind of awesome.
I was
like
kind of
that
hoping it would.
idea.
Or should I,
like
just
that
exit
idea,
the window?
but it's just no, not like that. And I did like the fact that you can combine like stages, like there was a God of War stage and a Ratchet and Clank stage at the same time.
Oh, that's
But-
interesting.
But it's just trying to.
It could be cool. I mean,
It
it could be.
but my initial shock is, fuck no.
It'll
I
be-
was kind of hoping it would clone Power Stone. If you ever heard of that game.
Yeah,
I keep hearing that brought up, and like whenever, like in arcadey, someone says, X fighting game is gonna be like Power Stone, and then everybody like freaks out, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so awesome. It's like, what is Power Stone? Why does everybody care?
I've never played it, but I've heard of it for like a long time.
Yeah.
I tried it at an
Dreamcast?
arcade. It's pretty fun.
Isn't it like a 3D fighter?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to do fighting in 3D.
Mortal
Like
Kombat
3D
knows no.
Soul Calibur style?
No, it was
3D.
like it crossed between Super Smash Brothers and 3D. It's what would happen if Smash Brothers went to 3D.
Instead of 2.5D, like it is now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna comment on that. Yeah, I was about to say it's not entirely 2D, but okay.
Yeah, 3D fighters are weird. They never really caught on either, from what I understand, anyways. I mean,
Yeah, I prefer 2D fighters.
yeah. When's
Yeah.
the last time a 3D fighter was announced? Probably.
Was it announced? Well, we had
Soul Calibur 5, I think.
yeah, that just came out.
That's not 3D. Or is it?
It's in
That's
3D.
what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3D. That's why I brought it up.
But aren't you like locked into like a two-dimensional plane? I mean, you can like sidestep, right? But you're still
Yeah.
locked into 2D.
No, it's completely 3D.
Huh.
At least from the last time I played a Soul Calibur.
I'll look into
I think
that
that was
more.
back in 2.
Hmm.
Played all 3 versions of it.
Interesting.
I don't know. Going back to the Sony Smash Bros. Ripoff, I don't really like, Sony characters as much as I liked Nintendo characters, so that's my biggest thing.
Hmm.
Is who are they really going to put in that can add up to Link, beating the shit out of Pikachu with his sword?
Yeah.
Can't really beat that.
It'll be
what-
interesting to compare it to the upcoming Smash Brothers 3DS/Wii U dual release extravaganza.
Yeah, like one of the things that irked me more was the comments, because they have to use like third-party people. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
Tomato's gonna be in it, but Tomato, Lorkov versus Nathan Drake. Think about it. But
I heard they were trying to get Crash, I think.
Crash?
Maybe that was just a
Yeah.
random forum post.
But people are like, oh, they don't have enough characters, so they have to rely on third-party characters, and it's like, so Smash did it.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting for the upcoming Smash games to see what other third-party characters they use. I mean, if Capcom hadn't killed, buried, and salted the earth above the grave of Mega Man, I would say Mega Man would be a sure bet. But since Inafune left, Capcom seems committed to wiping all traces of Mega Man from existence, unless they're trolling Inafune and Mega Man fans, in which case they put the wrong Mega Man in Marvel vs. Capcom 3
Ah,
Ultimate
dude,
Super
yeah,
Edition, whatever.
I reviewed that one.
I mean, that was just
Bad box art Mega Man.
It's like,
It's like,
how can we annoy the crap out of Mega Man fans? Let's put
They-
the worst Mega Man in the game.
they made him stupid,
I thought he was
but
funny.
not in a good way.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously parody, and I can get what they were going for with the humor, but it's
Yeah.
the whole act was just kind of like a slap in the face.
It was like, oh, this is gonna be silly, and no, it's stupid. It didn't work.
Roll especially. I watched the opening cinema for that, and it was just like Roll and Mega Man. It was just all wrong. It was all wrong.
It made him like a doofus.
Yeah. Fat, ugly, middle-aged doofus. Yeah, that's totally Mega Man Capcom. Sure. Well, I think we've exhausted our topics for tonight. Thank you, everybody. Everybody thank Tabitha for showing up. She did a great favor for us coming here.
It was my pleasure. Super fun.
We have to do it again.
Mm.
Definitely. Hopefully we can get 2 girls on in the same podcast. That would be...
Whoa. That's too crazy.
Yeah, that might make the universe explode. 2 girls on a single gaming podcast? Yeah,
Way too many X chromosomes. Way too many.
Oh, you girls and your X chromosomes.
Yeah, we like them. They're fun.
Yes. Why isn't it too bad either?
I'm gonna stop derailing your outro.
It always happens. I'm kind of used to
Okay.
it. I'm kind of prepared for it at this point.
I finally played Persona 3.
No,
Oh,
we're not
here we
getting
go.
derailed anymore. Write an article about it, Stealth.
Don't let him finish.
Everybody
Can't
say
let you do
goodbye.
that, Star Fox.
Goodbye.
3 hours in and I'm stuck.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Wave 2, even though we can't see you.
Alright, I am Raven. No, I'm not. I'm not Raven.
I just did a backflip, and you can't prove me wrong.
I think you'd be a little out of breath if you did a bad one.
I just did a backflip. You can't prove me wrong.
Okay,
Too late.
I totally believe you.
Yep.
I'm not a very good actor.
Until next time, Deformers.
Felicia Day was in Supernatural tonight. It was weird.
I told you I'm a psycho. a psycho. 'Cause really I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho.